guys, Ramblin Bob here again with an update with the Pecron E600LFP. Now, I've cycled this a bunch of times. Now, I learned a lot more about it, and I got another power station up here for that's another test. I can do a few tests on video here, so you can kind of see what this little dinky box can do. It's pretty amazing. Let me make sure we got everything in frame here. All right, I think that's pretty good. Here you go. So you got three little what have yous here. There's a 200 watt, a 200 watt, and a 500 watt. Okay, so what we're going to do is now we got to make sure that those don't touch each other because that produces power. Let's turn this on, and actually, you know what? Here, let's turn that back off. Let's test the DC first, okay? So the DC, the easiest way that I have it, I don't have all the fancy gadgets and tools yet, but I use the old-fashioned way, is that's to really hook it up into something that can pull in 100 watts by the power delivery port. This was a controversy of Pecron's original system with their 65 watt output. So notice you have 0 watts output, 168, you got 83%. So if you put this in the 100 watt port, and then you put that in another system. I use this Mylon here. It's an old system. It's very hard to see, guys. You see how, but the nice thing is you'll be able to see on this one. And then I'll tell you what the wattage is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe I'll put the camera real close so you can see that. And this is an in-out power delivery port that can accept up to 100 watts at 20 volts at 5 amps into this little port. So we're going to let that go. It has like a very soft start charging, which is very nice. This system is kind of like laid back. It doesn't just, you know, here's 100 watts and, you know, pop your batteries or whatever. It goes slow, and that's one nice thing about this. I think this has better technology than the original one, than the E2000. Or at least it seems that way, and I like this better than that one, actually. So here you're pulling out, look at 97 watts, guys. That's 100 watt output. So if you're looking at this side, I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get real close here. So that's, I know that's gonna be hard to see. See, it says 90 watts. This is a terrible screen, guys. It's an old power station. It's one of the first ones we got, and my wife won't let me get rid of it. So we have to keep it. That's the rules and laws of the house. If your wife says you got to keep it, then you got to keep it. But if your wife says you got to get rid of it, it's got to go. So, okay. So as you can see, now you're pulling out 99. So this system is nice the way it distributes power and intakes power. It ramps up as opposed to just, you know, flushing out 100 watts, and that puts strain on the batteries. It's kind of like when you get your car on the freeway and you stomp the gas and, you know, you go 80, 90 miles an hour real quick. Your car doesn't like that. But if you ramp up 40, 50, 60, 70, your car likes that a lot better. It doesn't have to shove out the power right away so quick. But here, 99 watts out, guys. That's, in my book, that's 100 watts. I don't think it has to be 100% perfect. 99 is darn close. And then 90 watts in the conversion, which means you lose 10% of the conversion from this battery to this. So, okay, so now we know that this, let's turn this one off, and then notice how it ramps down real slow, guys? I do like this. I do like this a lot. Okay, so let's turn off that one. Now reset the entire system. Okay, now we're going to do just a little test. I know it's going to get very hot. Hopefully I can. So I like to keep these on cameras, guys. I'll tell you what. Let's get rid of this. Okay. And all right, we'll toss that back there somewhere. Okay. So now we have. Let's see. This is a 500 watt heater. This is a 200 watt heater. And this is a 200 watt heater. Now this is the most that I can go up to with what I have available with me today, just for this video test, so you guys can see what kind of power this little box puts out. A little car battery, basically. There's only 3 holes here, guys, and I don't have any more of these heaters. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug all 3 in. Okay. So you got that bad boy there, you got that bad boy there, and then you got this bad boy here. Oh, that one already kicked on. Okay, so let's reset it. Now notice that it's, see, like a soft start, soft finish. I like that. I like that. So all right, we're gonna kick on the first one over here. This is 200 watt My Heat Lasco awesome heater, guys. I did a review on these. These are awesome. This is really good too, but more power. These are fantastic for the office. But it's not a review of those. It's a review of this bad boy here. So notice that's a 200 watt, and this is 120 volt output of these ports, which is, I like that, guys. I like that 120. It's better for equipment. Now it's going to get very hot in front of me. At least you don't have to feel the heat. Now notice the 99 I almost forgot the name. The power factor is 100% to 99%. Very effective because basically it's creating heat. So light bulbs and heaters and things like that are very, very good as far as the power factor is concerned. Most people don't even really care about that, but basically it's energy loss. And if you get 100%, then it's good. And if you get to 10%, obviously it's terrible and you shouldn't use that device anymore. So I don't think anything goes that low. But okay, so we're running 179 clean. We're going to click another one on now. And I'm going to start to sweat back here because now I have 2 heaters facing my face and less than probably 3 feet away. So we're going to let that ramp up a little bit. And I wish I had more, like I can't really see anyone really using 1200 watts on a little box like this, but it's awesome that it can do that, guys. I mean, that's a lot of power. So here we're at 380, right? Now you have this one, which is a 500 watt one. Now I'm going to click this on, okay? So now I'm really going to sweat. So I have literally, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 800. Oh my God, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 900 watts of heat aimed at my face right now. So as you can see, 900 watts, guys, it is hot in my face. Notice you're only at 75% on the meter, guys. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. 75% on the meter. Oh, turn this on. See that? That means you got another 300 watts that you can put out. Amazing small box. I think Pecron hit a home run with this model, guys. I really do. I really, really love the E2000, but I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for the small size of this one, I really, really like the E600LFP. I think it's a fantastic starter unit. I think it's a fantastic portable unit. It's only 20 pounds. You can take that and, you know, throw it wherever you want. Unbelievable amount of power in a small battery like that. It's the size of a car battery, and it's got every darn outlet and port and input and that you would need. And it goes, guys, it goes from 12 volts on this port all the way up to 95 volts input on solar panels. Like, holy crap, this little, you know, that, I'm speechless, because these only a few years ago, guys, were nothing near this, nothing even near this, that you could put 95 watts or volts into a system like that. You'd blow up the battery. Or you could pull 100 watts out, or with this, 1200 watts out. I mean, that was unheard of back in the day. You had to daisy chain a bunch of car batteries, you know, together to get that kind of power out to run something. Like in RVs, how they have to daisy chain batteries. You know, this little battery puts it all out there. Here, so we're pulling out 778 watts. I don't know what else I can hook. I do have one more thing on one plug that you can see, but notice, I mean, guys, it's strong. It's 780 watts out, and it's, believe me, it's hot. It's hot right here. It is literally throwing 800 watts out like it's candy, like it's nothing, and that would do that for approximately 54 more minutes, or 0.54 hours. Which is, oh no, I'm sorry, 0.54 hours would be a half an hour. So 30 minutes it would do that for. Here's what we'll do. We'll turn this off, and this off. So we know it can easily do 700 to 800 watts, like literally candy. And then notice how it down ramps slowly. I do like that. That's a nice feature. All right, so we're going to put these over here. Okay, now the next one that I have is a very large, normal size house oil heater. If you guys remember, like Lasco and stuff like that. This is actually, I think you pronounce it Poloni's. Same thing, Lasco or Poloni's. You know, there's a bunch of companies that make this stuff. And okay, we're down to 76%. And now this one, we're going to output, we're going to do 3 stages, okay? Stage 1, I believe, is like 600 watts. Stage 2 is like, I think, 900 watts. And stage 3 is like 1200 watts. Or let's see if my memory is good. That's, guys, 1200 watts out of a box like this. That's amazing that you can run a full-size heater for a house. Not for a long time, of course. You probably only run it maybe 20, 30 minutes. But holy crap, if you were freezing one day and you need this to, you know, like maybe warm up your fingers or something for a little heater like that, this could save your fingers from frostbite. Who knows? Okay, so we're going to turn it on, and we're going to go to lowest power first, because I like to ramp up. And notice that that's the surge power now. So when you turn on any kind of a heater or a motor or something, you have that surge power, that boom, you know what I mean? Like when you start your car, you have a huge, unbelievable amount of power that goes through your engine to get that sucker going, and then it idles down like that. But so 600, it's running it like candy, like nothing, literally. That's at 50%. of its AC output power load. I think, guys, in just my opinion, I think that is the sweet spot of this system. 400 to 600 watts would be perfect because the output is the size of the battery. It's very, very, very nice that it goes above that. I think that's fantastic. But I think that if you use it at 600, I think the batteries will last longer. I think the cells will be less beat up over time, and I think that the longevity of the machine, I think, would be happier. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go to, let's see, it's on low. We're going to go to medium now, so we're going to step up another chunk, and notice it jumped to 900 like nothing. Guys, you don't even hear, here, I'll be real quiet for 2 seconds, which is hard for me to do, but listen. Notice you don't even hear the fans kick on, guys. Like, literally, it doesn't need them. There's no heat being built up really anywhere. Here, I can, let me see if I can turn this on here. So let's see, let's put it right at, I'll put it right on that receptacle right there. See that? 80 degrees, guys. That's nothing. 80 degrees, it's putting out 900 watts. It's not even breaking a sweat, literally. I saw 82 somewhere. So here, let's zip around the box. Here's 83. 82, 84 I saw, 80 on the low end. I mean, guys, that's nothing. 81 degrees, that's a little bit above room temperature. This sucker's running a 900 watt heater, and believe me, it's getting warm already by my leg. So nothing as far as tempo or problems. You don't hear the fans kick on. Very, very solid system. Very solid system, guys, in my opinion. Okay, so now we're gonna kick it up, guys. Now notice you got the overload, okay? Now the overload shot up to 1479. If you remember seeing that, 1479. So when you go like that, and you have to reset it now because that was obviously a spike. So same as the Pecron E2000, the oversurge amount is very, very temperamental, guys. It's very, very short. So I don't know what the surges of this. I didn't see it written anywhere unless I missed it. But it's not much past 1200 watts. I'm going to try it again fresh. I'm just going to go right to the spike and see if it can maintain it. Maybe it can, maybe it won't. Okay, so, see, 1273, 1505. So notice that, you know, this heater at 1200 watts, that's, I mean, that's runtime here. So you start to DC, and then you can turn off the AC, and that way you don't have to turn it back on. I suppose you got to turn it back on anyway. Okay, so obviously it can't run this system at a 1200 watt heater because of the surge, guys. It could run the heater if it was already on and activated, but obviously the surge power hurts it. So what we're going to do is that's 900. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these bad boys here, and I don't know which one it is, guys. Let me undo some spaghetti strings here. You know, this is 400, so that would be 13, or this is 500. That'd be too much. So let's toss this over here. And now we have these two bad boys here. So we got the purple and the black one here. Okay. Let me undo some spaghetti strings again here, guys. Okay. You know, when you test this stuff, guys, this is crazy amount of cables and cords you're always slapping around. So try to do the best you can with what you got, and you know, I can't wait till they make wireless heaters. Do you guys think they're gonna make wireless heaters? All right, maybe a dumb idea, maybe a good idea. I don't know. Not very efficient, I think. Okay, so remember, we're burning 900 watts almost with. Let me bring this into the picture here. Let me bring this down. All right, everybody's happy. So we're burning 900 watts almost, and it's rated at about 75% output. This thing is not, I'll be quiet for a second again. Notice you don't even hear the fan. The very, very light fan you hear in the background is my laptop. That's off to the left, about 2 or 3 feet behind me. Maybe about 2 feet. But this system, I'll put it real close. I mean, it's quiet like it's sleeping, guys. It's burning 900 watts like it's literally nothing. Like you're not even touching it. The heat, again, here we'll do. So you got 82, 81 around all the ports. This is the active port, obviously. This is the inactive port. Notice it drops down, 80, 80, 81. So it's 1 degree warmer here and 1 degree warmer here, but literally you cannot even feel that with the human skin, if you will, with the finger touch. So I'm gonna turn on the purple one here, and that's gonna blast in my face here. I always recommend that, as I said on the channel, go where no man's gone before. Make sure you bring a fire extinguisher. So when you do tests like this, guys, you want to have something just in case. You don't know if this is going to go haywire or something. You know. Now here we're pulling out 1100 watts, guys. I mean, here, let me move this out of the way. The 1100 watts out of basically a car battery, guys. You want to talk about technology and the future's coming. This is a very, very, very exciting field. I wouldn't mind working for this not this company, any company for that matter, just so I can get my hands on this technology. And through this channel, I'm allowed that now to review stuff for the a few companies, and other companies are starting to reach out to us now to bring their stuff on this, and I would love to just get my fingers on this stuff, because it's like a kid in a candy store to just be able to say, "Ooh, I want to try that," you know. Okay, so we're putting out 1100 watts like it's nothing. Now, obviously, it's only going to last about a third of an hour, which is not. I think that's a third of an hour, or that's 31 minutes. I don't know how that's regulated yet. I'd have to time it. I'm going to assume it's minutes, but 0.31 hours. It's how they write it. I think that's 30% of an hour, so that'd be about 20 minutes, 18 to 20 minutes. But now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take now we get this purple one's running, and this is on. But now I can hear the fan. Okay, so the fan of the system finally kicked on. So I'll set the purple one up here. That's still on. Now notice that the fan of the system, it took 1100 watts almost, or even more than 1000, to turn on the internal fans of this thing. And check this out, guys. See, 83, 84. So it's literally, it's nothing. Guys, 84 degrees is nothing. That's like a warm summer day. It's nothing, absolutely nothing. Electronics can run 80 to 85 degrees, even 90 degrees, like it's nothing. It literally has no effect on the boards at all. So it's once you get past that, well, I would say maybe, 140, 150, 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you have the critical, which a lot of them, cut off at 200 degrees. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the third item. I'm trying to figure out some combination here. Let's see if it overclicks or what it goes up to, and see if it can maintain. Now, notice it says 100% output, but this is like a 4-step basically. It's not 100% accurate, because who knows if it's at 98%. Who knows how this meter works. This is the one you follow, guys. The watts out. This is a 1200 watt rated. This almost 1100 right away. Easier than that, but this is cool. It looks like a little speedometer. I think it's more of a flash gimmick than actually an efficient way to register output. I don't like things like that, but I do like this one only because it looks cool, like a speedometer. So here's what you're gonna watch, and then I'm gonna click another fan on, and I'm gonna heat it out now. So I personally am probably 100 degrees now. Notice that. Look at, we're 1300 watts, guys. Holy crap, Zilla. That's 1300 watts almost, guys, coming out of a box. Now remember, this is only a 1200 watt rated inverter, guys, and it's burning almost 1300 watts. And if you go like this, it only dropped down to 119. Guys, that's nothing. 119 volts. Your house might drop down further than that, or the grid. I mean, I played shows where this will drop down to 116, 117, 115. It's terrible. But this little basically toy box, right? This is a toy, a powerful toy, is pulling out 1,262 watts, which is above what this is rated for. And look, it's running. I have a 900 watts coming out of the heater that's literally burning my legs right now almost, and then I have 200 watts coming out of here and about 200 coming out of here. It's like 175. But look at this, guys. I mean, we're literally past 1200 watts. I was going to use this to see if I could pop it, but we don't need that anymore, because we already were able to pop the max output already with the other two items. So now that we have this, guys, and I can put this over here and this over here, and maybe I won't get so darn hot, because boy, these are hot. I'm going to turn these away from me. And not like having a 1250 watts of heat in your face. That's hot. Now, if it was winter time, I wouldn't complain, but it's summer, or getting to be summer. So, but guys, here, look at. I mean, I'm going to let it go for about a minute or two, just so you can see. Now the fans on the Pecron are on. I'm going to put these way over here, okay? And there's a reason for this. They're off the camera, but they're still on. Notice they're still on. I'm just going to set them over here, because I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this directly by the fans Oh, I apologize, the fans are on that side, so I'm going to put the heaters on this side, okay? There's a reason I'm doing this, you'll understand when I'm done. So you can see they're still on, okay? There's one here and one here. So there's no shenanigans going on here. You can see that the lights are still active, and here, I always like full transparency here. Oop, sorry. There. So 223 degrees, I think they can get hotter than that. This one is... let me see here, I gotta get it in there. Here, 239 degrees. These reach about 250 degrees at max. But the reason I did that is because I'm gonna turn this just a tad, so you can still see it's still on. But I'm gonna put this over here by these fans, because now they're blowing very good. These are blowing out, and then it's sucking in on this side. So I want you to hear the fans, okay? I'll try to be quiet again, which is it's tough for me. But I'm gonna put you over here. Can you hear that? Yeah, I'll aim it right at the ground. So that was literally about half an inch from these vents to give you an idea of how loud the fans get. They're not bad, guys. Here, I'm going to turn these off so you can just hear the fan, okay? Okay, it's not too bad. I'm going to put those right back on because I want to pressure the system. I want to look at that 1335 I saw. Guys, that's a ton of power coming out of a toy. This is a toy. I feel like this should be strapped to a like a bicycle. You know what I mean? Or a motorcycle. It's a tiny little thing. But obviously you can't run it very long. But man, if you needed this kind of power, like say you had a tool or your workshop or a job site or something, and you know, look, you could run a microwave, guys. That's insane. So you get a 700 watt microwave. And that probably surges up to about 1,000, right? Or 800 watt microwave. And guys, you could make lunch on a microwave sitting on top of this darn thing or next to it off to the side from a battery. This technology is, if you're not excited about this, guys, you're missing the boat. You really are. This technology has literally changed my life for the better, for sure, in many ways. Number one, we built a channel off this technology out of the blue. We didn't expect to, we didn't plan to, we didn't want to. It just ended up that way. We also were able to put this in our home, and we power my entire workstation with this technology. We also have this technology in our RV and our van, and we're able to power every single thing that we need in the RV and the van, like just by hitting a button, and boom, now you have, look, you have heaters. Like, holy crap, guys, have times changed? I can't imagine what it's going to be like in the next 10 or 15 years. So here you have 51 watts overrated output alone, right? I have no other way to push it up a little bit more. I wish I had all the fancy gizmos that all the other guys have. We don't have it yet, guys. We're still a small channel. If you support us more, we could get that stuff down the road, but we'll worry about that later. But here we're going to check the temps here. So 87, 88, and that's right around the ports. 89, 92, 90, 90, was that 86? I thought it was 96, 87. So it seems like on this side it's a little hotter, and I think the reason for that is the fans are on this side, guys. So obviously it's dragging cool air through, so this would obviously be cooler because that's pulling out the hot air first on this side. But guys, that's nothing. All right, 87, 89. Here, you know what? I'll go by the fan here. I'll let you know what the fan is out here. Look at that, guys. 96.9. So 90. I thought I saw 100 flash. Let me see if I can get in there a little bit better here. There, 110. That's the highest that I saw. So 110 output, guys. That literally is cooler than the air coming out of the heat duct of your home. So that's nothing. That's nothing for the electronics. It'll laugh at that and keep running all day. And notice, it's running all day, guys. I like to burn this all the way down to 0, but I don't want to make a crazy long video as this is long enough already. But this is update 1, and I want to have all the information for you guys. And you know, if this system's good for you, great. If it's not, that's okay. There's systems out there everywhere, guys. But I'll tell you what, dollar per dollar, I saw this on sale. I think it was like $3.50, the lowest I saw. Pecron's going to give that code to us if I didn't release it already in the other video that I made for the first review. Like that, that's unbelievable as far as 1,246 watts coming out of basically a car battery, guys. And it's safe as a rock. Look at this. Look at this. I can put my mouse on top. I can put all kinds of crazy camera balls on top. Like, guys, it doesn't get hot, right? It doesn't get hot. So just imagine where we're going to be in 5 or 10 years, and I want to be there when this really gets crazy, because I think it's crazy already. I think it's awesome. But all right, guys, well, this is just one update. I just want to do the max test of make sure this is good, and then the AC is good, and everything else. And like, holy cow, guys, just a neat little box, guys. This I highly recommend. I like the E600LFP, guys. If you're just starting in the business and you want to try something and see if you like it, for the price of this, you can't go wrong. You're looking at about 60 cents a watt hour. All the fancy gizmos that you possibly need. I don't think you need anything more. To run 1250 watts out of a box that size, that's going to run everything that you need if you're a beginner, absolutely, for sure. I mean, 600 watts was enough for me, but the surge power of this one was, was it 1347 it popped? But that's plenty, guys. That's a microwave, that's a heater. I'm going to turn this all off, guys, no offense, but it is hot as a dog in here right now. And we're going to see how this thing cools down real quick, and then we'll end the video here for the first update. I do hope you like these videos. I really enjoy making them for you guys, because secretly I like making them for myself too, because in these videos I learn things that I didn't know by testing weird things and different styles of techniques, and you know, this and that, because that's how you learn, guys. You learn by trying. So here's the fan. I'm going to put this right here. Okay. And then we're going to check. Now, it's obviously cooling down because there's no load on it anymore. There's no draw. So we're going to put this right inside here if I can. See, 106 degrees. So that's not, for electronics, guys, 100 degrees, 110 degrees, that's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. Now, obviously, it is, I think it's like 73 or 74 degrees in this room. Let me check real quick. It's 70 degrees in this room. Okay. It's hotter by me, obviously, because I'm sitting next to a darn heater, and that makes me feel like, holy cow, it's hot. So it feels like about 80, but it's not. It's 71 in the room in general, and I have the door open, but it just in my little area, my chair, it's super hot because of all the heaters I ran. But there you go. It's ramping down. We're going to see how long it takes to ramp down. And it's obviously cooling down. Let's see how fast it's going down as far as official numbers here. Let's see as you get in there. See, 103. So it was 106 a few minutes ago. And the reason it's ramping down, guys, is like I said, 100 degrees for electronics, it's literally nothing. It's just it's a walk in the park. If you can keep them under, 80, 90, of course, it lasts longer. But notice how it's ramping down now? So let's see, obviously the temperature is dropping, because otherwise it wouldn't ramp down like that. So here, 99. Right, and then every couple seconds, obviously it'll go down and down and down and down. 99.3 again. Can't get it in there. I'm trying to like get it way inside there. Okay, so 98. Okay. Let's see. It all depends. Obviously, it all depends where you aim it. Like if see 99, it all depends, because are you hitting a circuit board in there? Are you hitting the fan? Are you hitting the air? This doesn't detect the air. It detects the thing next to the air, which is the whole fan, where it comes out. But we'll see what it does here. And see 96. So you can see it's dropping very steadily. This system, guys, this is a badass little system. I gotta admit, I don't mean to swear, but this is really a good little system here. If I would have bought this first, other than the size of the E600LFP, I think I would have bought another one of these and just stacked them up. But I do like the add-on batteries of the E600LFP. But guys, for its size, I mean, here, look at this. You can spin it around like a toy. For the size of this thing, for it to do what it just did, 100 watts true on the DC side, and 1250 like it was nothing. And all it did is kick on the fans, and it ran 100, and I think it was 110 at the max. Guys, that's crazy. For the cost of this, from $300 to $400, whatever it is now, this is a home run, guys. This is an absolute home run. So if you want a first system, guys, check this one out. I don't have anything bad to say, from all the other tests that I did, other than obvious reasons. This sticker, still, guys, Pecron, I like to see this, etched into something more permanent, so that way, people can't just, peel that off, and then you can't prove this is your system, because unless they have something on the inside, but how do you get inside there, right? All right, guys, well, this is update number 1 of the E600LFP. This is a badass system. I like it, guys. Small, portable, efficient, 85% on the AC, about 91% on the DC for the capacity. Guys, I like it. I like it. Pecron is going in the right direction. Thumbs up, Pecron, again. This is a decent product. I would even go to say this is a better product than the E2000LFP if you look at pound for pound. Obviously, it doesn't have the power or the battery capacity, but guys, if you need something quick and you need something because you want to learn or test it, this is a great system. The only other one I can think of that's very nice, that's small like this, is the EB3A by Bluetti. Very nice little system. Comes with the app. This doesn't have the app, but this is a very capable little battery box with a handle on it. All right, guys, ramble on, be safe. If you're not a subscriber, get up there and hit that button, join the family, learn about this stuff together. Hit that like, smash it, beat it up, Donkey Kong smash it, whatever you want to do. Here, look at Donkey Kong, hammer it. And I'll see you next time on Ramblin Bob Reviews. Bye, guys.